Hello everyone, my name is Bukky. Welcome to my channel, your number one place where you learn about personal finance and career. Today I'll be talking about a very important topic, which is about how do I control my impulse spending. Impulse spending is a very tough habit or behavior that most people have, and they just don't know how to go about it. And you might be thinking, well, what's the big deal about impulse spending? Well, research has shown that impulse spending costs an individual almost $5,400 per year. So that's just one figure out there. The other thing is that report has shown that 84% of all shoppers, right? 84%. You can look at my screen. I'm trying to show it on my screen right now. 84% of all shoppers have made some kind of impulse buying one time or the other. I myself am also a victim, right? The same report also shows that 54% of all US shoppers, they have agreed or admitted to the fact that impulse spending has cost them nothing less than $100, while 20% has agreed to the fact that impulse spending has cost them almost a minimum of $1,000. That is huge, right? And it's actually a problem. But the good thing is that this is not something that cannot be overcome. It just takes some discipline and some of the things I'll be sharing with you in this video today, right? So I'll be using some figures to point you into the fact that there is a problem, and you can look at it based on your own special circumstance and see how you can adjust to that circumstance. Welcome back. Now let's take a deep dive. So now, after giving this general overview or general statistics about some key issues regarding impulse shopping, the question is again, how can you control impulse shopping? Well, my number one tip is for you to do less of window shopping, or scrap it if you can. And why did I say that? Because the same research shows that 8 out of 10 impulse shopping are done in brick and mortar stores. And what are brick and mortar stores? Brick and mortar stores are the physical stores you see out there, right? They're not the online stores on Amazon or the other online platforms. No, they're not e-commerce stores. They are the physical stores, which means that for every 10 impulse shopping you make, right, 8 out of it you're making it because you are physically in that store. Yes, that is what it means, which means that if you can reduce going unnecessarily to stores, reduce window shopping, you are more likely to actually reduce and save yourself the cost of impulse shopping. My second tip for you would be that you should do less of social media. So if you're thinking that, well, I cannot do without social media, well, some people lived in the era of no social media before the millennials or the generation Y and the generation Z, right? So reduce your time on social media would help you to actually reduce your propensity to impulse shop. And why is it that, when you go on social media, whether you're on IG or on TikTok or on Facebook or on Twitter or whatever, and then you see all of these things, the influencers you follow, they are posting nice bags, nice shirts, nice shoes, and your body just wants to have the same thing. Your brain wants to have the same thing. You're just longing for, how I wish I want this, and the algorithm of those social media platforms are so programmed in such a way that depending on how long you stay staring at a particular picture, it shows that you have interest in that particular thing, and they will keep showing you more and more of that. There's a Netflix documentary about how social media works. So if you have not seen that documentary, go and see it. This is real fact. So the longer you stay at a particular picture, whether on your Facebook or on Instagram, the longer the algorithm behind that behind your profile would suggest similar things to you, and then you are more likely to buy. So do less of social media. And a report also shows that 52% of millennials are more likely to do impulse shopping than the other generations. So imagine the baby boomers and all of that. We are more likely, that's a high figure, So you want to do maybe less of social media, or you want to make sure that, there's some things you do on your IG or your Facebook that doesn't allow such things to flow into your feed, right? So do less of social media and stop scrolling up and down, just liking all the pictures, because trust me, you will get more of those pictures, and then before you know it, you dip your hands into your bag and bring out that money or that credit card to pay for that thing you don't need. My third thing is that you want to plan your buying. The same report also shows that you are 13% less likely to do impulse shopping if you go on planned shopping trips. So which means that for you to be able to overcome impulse shopping, you have to find a way to not just go randomly to do your shoppings, rather go at a particular time, plan it ahead, know what you want to go and buy before you go into a store, or before you go on Amazon or on Etsy or on Shopify to purchase that thing you want to purchase. So that is my third tip for you. The fourth practical tip I would tell you is to enjoy your present state, yourself. So why is this important? It's important because most of us, when we are excited, that is when we make those impulse shopping. A research has shown that 47% of men and 50% of women make impulse shop while they are excited. Now, I'm not saying that you should not be excited. No, I'm just saying, what I'm saying is that, that when you are excited, you should rather enjoy that time for yourself and by yourself, or with your friends, or you could take a walk, but not necessarily going into downtown, into the shopping malls to buy things, or going online and checking the new bag or the latest things. Find other ways or find other means of expressing and enjoying the good mood that you are in, right? Find other ways of expending that energy, and you will do yourself a lot of good for finding a way to enjoy your excitement without necessarily going into a shopping mall or going into online to purchase things because you are excited. That's the fourth thing I would say. My last tip for you would be to become a budgeting star. Yes, I would say it over and over again, because the point is that when you have a budget of your income and where they need to go, which amount needs to go where, you are more likely to be stricter with how you spend your money. And even if the idea of just buying some certain things which you don't really need comes, your brain will be able to tell you that, okay, what is our priority? What is our must have, and what is our nice to have? And that is the power of budgeting. All right, so those are my 5 tips for you in this video. Before I go, I would like to know, how do you prevent or control your own impulse shopping if you're into it? And if you're not into it, how did you even come into that state of mind, or into that place where impulse shopping is nothing for you? So I would like to know. Don't forget to drop this comment, these answers in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to hear from you. And if you are new to my channel, thank you so much for staying until this time. Don't forget to click the like button, and also for my returnee viewers, thanks a lot. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and click on the notification button, because then you get a new message whenever I put up new videos. Thanks a lot, and I hope to see you in the next video. Don't go away. Bye bye.